Hi, welcome to Book Club. It is a beautiful day here in July. I have 8 books to speak with you about today, and I hope you enjoy them. The first of those books is here. It is called Feast Days by Ian Mackenzie. This is his second book. The first book was called City of Strangers, which also sounds interesting. However, I've not read it. This book, Feast Days, as I said, it's his second book. It was written in 2018, so published in 2018, sorry. And it focuses on a husband and a wife. They move from New York to Brazil, and he is an investment banker, and his wife Emma has moved with him with no job prospects. She begins to take some language training, and as she gets a little more comfortable with the locals and the language, she begins to give language training herself as more of a hobby than a job. And as she comes to do this, she gets a little work in a mission through a local church, which she seems to enjoy. It fills her days. And as she is there, some political unrest is happening within the city and the country, and she gets caught up in that. So this book, the remainder of the book, I believe, will focus on how she deals with it. I believe she's unable to resist the political and social unrest is how the tagline goes for this book. So I'm interested to see where this takes us. The writing in the book, while it is one continuous story, it is broken up into parts of a page or a paragraph of what this title character Emma is thinking and doing at the time. So it's kind of an unusual way to write a book, but so far it is very engaging and I'm enjoying it. So I hope you will too. The next book I have here, just give me a second, I'm trying to do this all freehand today. The next book I'll talk to you about is called The Clarity. And I'll hold this up here in 1 second. So The Clarity looks very interesting. It is by Keith Thomas. As you can see, that a beautiful purple color. Very nice. It was published in 2018, like the last book that I talked about, Feast Days, was also published in 2018, so a very new book. This one is a thriller. I know a little bit less about this book because I haven't started reading it yet, so bear with me while I read you my take from the book jacket. So, Dr. Matilda Deacon is a psychologist researching how memories are made and stored when she meets a strange girl named Ashenik. This girl harbors the memories of the last soldier killed in World War I, and Matilda is at first intrigued but skeptical. However, when she starts talking about being chased by the night doctors, a term also used by an unstable patient later found dead, then the doctor has to start taking her seriously. And she begins to talk about an assassin hunting her as well. This girl and her mother have been trying to escape these assassins her entire life. So I believe a lot of the action will take place around that escape from the assassins. It sounds interesting, and I can't wait to get started on that. So that is, again, The Clarity by Keith Thomas, a 2018 pick. So my next book here is one, oh, sorry about that. The next book I have is called The Immortalists. I am just all over the place today, sorry. And I will hold this up for you. This is another 2018 pick. I'm just going to give that a second. So the next book I have for you is The Immortalists, right here. It is another 2018 pick, published in 2018 by Chloe Benjamin. I have been looking forward to this book for almost a year now. That's when I started hearing the buzz online about it, It sounds amazing. I can't wait to get started. This book starts in New York City in 1969, where a traveling psychic is going around and predicting when people will die. So a family of 4 children, they're the Golds, they sneak out of the house and they visit the psychic and they learn a lot about their coming life. So this book talks about a lot of how they deal with that, how it affects their lives, and it just sounds amazing, and I can't wait to get started. This is Chloe Benjamin's second novel as well. The first was Anatomy of Dreams, so hopefully when I finish The Immortalist it'll be a fantastic book, and can't wait to get my hands on that first book of hers. Alright, I will move on to the next book. Again, bear with me. Hopefully I won't stick my hand in the screen. Alright, the next book. Another one that I've been looking forward to for a while. This is also a thriller. It is, let me hold it up here, The Chalk Man by C.J. Tudor. This book, it sounds really scary, also published in 2018. So there's 2 dates that this book runs through simultaneously, I believe, or side by side, I guess. First there is a 1986 timeline, and then there is a 2016 timeline. In 1986, the main character Eddie and a group of his friends are all hanging out, you know, escaping bullies and getting into adolescent mischief. And during this time they start calling themselves the Chalk Men, and as part of this group they develop signs that they draw on like warehouses and other places, just to communicate with each other, little chalk figures to say, you know, let's meet here on this date, or let's do this, or we're all going here, come follow us, that kind of thing. And as this timeline goes on, the main character Eddie, he follows one of these drawings expecting to get into the usual shenanigans with his friends. However, he ends up finding a dismembered body. So then we kind of switch to the 2016 timeline, and we see how he is dealing with this now. He's trying to forget everything about his past life, trying to put it all behind him, drinking a little too much, and he starts receiving these a drawing. He receives a drawing in the mail, and he starts speaking to his old friends again, and finds out that they've also received some drawings in the mail. This is the same drawing that was that led him to the finding the body back in 1986. So he's spooked, but he thinks it doesn't mean anything. They kind of laugh it off. Nothing really happened. They just all got the same drawing. But then one of the members dies, and so he finally tries to take responsibility in his life, and we see where that mystery goes. He tries to find out what really happened back then. So sounds really good. The Chalk Men. I'll show you the cover again here.